Alright, Schlockmeister fans, I've never seen this one before. It's a sequel to Alligator. Alligator II, The Mutation. Let's check it out. Some housing developers are dumping stuff in the sewer.
What's stuff gonna do down there? This is weird. Experimental chemicals, poison?
Meanwhile, some fishermen nearby, night fishing, get eaten by a giant alligator. Connection? Joseph Bologna plays David Hodges.
But your wife and your son are not happy because?
Dee Wallace is his wife.
Yes, and I'm staying home by myself. David, you have to get back on days.
We're gonna all be rich, man.
The unscrupulous businessman behind the toxic waste leak.
Even if it were,
Hodges is a cop, his wife is a scientist.
Actually, it's a protein base, which under certain circumstances can be detected in saliva.
Protein base. It could come from saliva.
Meanwhile, in the nearby city park,
Yikes.
Like what, a snake?
Oh, David. Snakes strike to release venom. Now, I'm talking about hitters, crocodiles, alligators.
Vinnie Brown is going to turn the whole lake area into party town. We've got to stop him.
David, this party could be the most important thing to happen to this city since I know how you feel about Vincent Brown.
All right.
the mayor.
Detective?
We got a big problem there. Evidently, there's a man-eating alligator under the city. They killed 2 people last night at Regent Park Lake.
Harmon, as the mayor, I want you to place the detective under house arrest.
Arrest him?
Not sure what the cause is, but can't have him interfering with the big party that's going to be happening soon. Meanwhile, Alligator goes after a couple of hobos.
You too, huh? That's cold, Holmes. It's real cold.
I'm telling you the truth, Reuben. Reuben, keep your people away from this lake.
What happened, Henry? What was it? You won't think I had the DTs, Steve. No way, Henry. It was a giant crocodile, I swear on my life.
We've got an eyewitness this time.
Brock Peters.
Interesting.
Who?
Old Henry the whiner.
You're jerking with me again.
Look, Clarence, maybe you want to wait until it starts chewing up yuppies before you take it seriously, but I'm... Look, Rich,
He's teamed up with Harmon, a rookie cop.
What? Speed overruled IA on emergency code. And we got a big job to do and no time to waste.
Hodges, what is going on?
We're going alligator hunt.
Right now?
Remember when we thought Future Chemicals was illegally experimenting with growth acceleration?
Right, but the DA's office wouldn't prosecute.
What they were doing was binding DNA irregularities with incompatible cell structures.
We'd have been hee-hawed here to Cuba.
The city hires Richard Lynch, local alligator hunter.
As long as you know your stuff. That bad old gator scaring the crap out of everyone, is it?
It's roaming the sewers.
Dead mutant. See you later.
They put out an explosive device, a grenade actually, and it doesn't faze the gator one bit. Richard Lynch's character, Hawk, finds the nest and evidence of toxic waste.
Future chemicals. Ain't no one said nothing about no chemicals.
Hawk's team is trying to escape the sewer when the alligator attacks. Alligator gets most of them. Hawk is going to manage to escape, but I think he's the only one of his team who does.
Okay, Hawkins, you're in. And you're out, Brown. You dumped your filthy chemicals in the sewer.
I seen it. Get here, caught a hot one, and I'm witness.
Hawk goes back for more.
Come on, you big ugly sliding beast. I got a score to settle.
He plants a bomb down there, but our gator just eats it. No explosion.
Damn, that gate don't need anything. It's a walking bomb, David.
Wonder it didn't blow. He must have chewed up the detonator.
The serpent.
Well, the carnival goes on as planned.
Crawls in her belly like a reptile. See her in all her glory.
What I was seeing was people's homes, and children playing.
What you were seeing is the beginning of an empire. And I'm the king.
Go ahead. We both deserve it.
Well, the Gators decided to check out the carnival for himself. Plenty of targets available. He wastes no time.
It's all over.
And Vinny, the developer who shot the mayor on the Ferris wheel,
You're finished! You're finished, Vinny!
yeah, he's finished all right. Our two cops and Hawk go out in the boat. They immediately get capsized. Harmon gets out first. Hawk isn't going to make it. Hodges stays underwater because he has something he can puncture the alligator with. See what good that does. Apparently it was a complete waste of time because they end up having to find the alligator's nest once again.
This is it. The old homestead.
But he brings out a big gun this time. Not sure why they didn't have that weaponry earlier. Our heroes come out to a hero's welcome and to their ladies, and that's our film. All right, Schlockmeisters fans. Alligator 2, The Mutation. I've never seen this movie before. Came out in 1991. It's a sequel to Alligator, which I reviewed earlier on my channel somewhere. This one stars Joseph Bologna and Dee Wallace Stone, and Brock Peters is in this as well. I don't know if this is so much a sequel or just like another Alligator movie. These developers, these business developers are wanting to buy up all these properties around this lake in this Spanish neighborhood to become rich. And in doing so, they have dumped a bunch of chemicals in the sewer. And of course, these chemicals have been, I guess, eaten or whatever by a giant alligator, or an alligator that's down there that made it into this mutant, gigantic, huge thing alligator. Where the alligator came from to begin with, I don't know. Or maybe it's the actual alligator that dumped at the end of the movie Alligator, the first one, that came down in the sewer as well, opening the door for a sequel. Maybe? I don't know. Anyway, of course, the alligator is giant and it starts killing people whenever it can. We have kind of like a Jaws vibe here because there's this big carnival-like thing that's going to be happening down by the lake where the businessmen are going to be trying to buy up more properties and such, Ferris wheel, that sort of thing, all kinds of rides. The mayor doesn't want this to be shut down because it's going to bring a lot of money to the city, put the city on the map. But of course, there's a giant alligator looming around, and he kind of scoffs at it a little bit. But eventually, he comes to find out the truth that, yeah, there is a giant alligator, so he might as well hire some alligator hunters. So they track down Richard Lynch, who's an alligator hunter, and his team. They go down to the sewers. They all die except for Richard Lynch. He manages to get out. The alligator is so big that a grenade doesn't stop it. It shoots through the detonator of a bomb. They just can't stop this thing. And, of course, the carnival goes off, as it would. And, of course, the alligator decides to pay a visit to the carnival, eating people and knocking people down. Eventually, Vinny, the businessman, the mayor is yelling at him they took a Ferris wheel ride together. Mayor is yelling at him, wasn't supposed to happen, blah, blah, blah. Well, Vinny says, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be the king. And then he shoots the mayor right there on the ride. Somehow he got off the ride without anybody noticing a dead mayor there. And he was running away later on when the alligator started attacking everybody. And then Hodges, Joseph Bologna's main character, he stopped him. Excuse me. And then he pulled out a gun again. He just basically got dumped over the side into the water, where an alligator promptly ate him. So Hodges and Harmon, the two cops, and Hawk, Richard Lynch, they decide to go on a paddle boat to try to stop it. Richard Lynch ends up getting killed by the alligator. The other two escape. Then the two go down into the sewer, and now they've got this gigantic bazooka or something, some sort of big gun, and they finally shoot the thing, and it blows up, it explodes, and dead alligator, end of story. So anyway, that's Alligator 2, The Mutation. Earlier on in this film, I made a comment, the mayor arrested the cop for telling him that there's a giant alligator there. What charge was he arresting him for? I have no idea. But anyway, that happened in this movie. A lot of the stuff in this movie just didn't make sense, but whatever. It's just kind of just a horror movie. That's basically all it is. It's a monster movie, horror movie, giant alligator movie. It's not great by any means, but it's watchable. We'll go with that. Maybe it was about 10 minutes too long, but other than that, yeah, it's okay. Again, nothing great here, but it's okay. Could have used a little more gore. They actually used a couple of the alligator walking footage from the original Alligator movie. Like I said, I'd never seen this movie before. I was aware of it, just never had any interest in it. But it came out on Blu-ray recently when Alligator, the first one, came out on Blu-ray in 4K. I got that one, so I thought, you know what, I might as well get Alligator 2 since it's being released. I would have preferred it would be an extra on the other Alligator movie, but it wasn't. So anyway, this is what we got. So anyway, Scream put this out, and it looks pretty good. Some extras on here, an interview with the director, a couple people. Yeah, and actor Kane Hodder. Not sure who Kane Hodder played in this movie, but maybe he was in it. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. It's Alligator 2, The Mutation, available on Blu-ray. I'll leave a link to it down below if you're looking for it. And I would say watch the original Alligator first, because that's a lot better. Check it out. Leave some comments. Bye.